Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning and Assalamu alaikum to all the students. I am your maths teacher from IRS school. Now let's start the class first by sharing some important instructions of online class. Don't raise hand during teaching. This is very important, and ask question at the end of the session only in the chat box. Use hand free if you are using mobile and headphones for computer use. Feed your ID and password properly with your name and class. Take care of time for attending the class. Home task should be done in your fair copy of the subject. If there is any disconnectivity during the teaching, try to join the session again within 5 to 10 minutes. Now, this is your maths class. As you all know that, class 10th mathematics, and today is 9 December. And in this class, we discuss chapter number 5. That is chapter name is factorization, LCM, HCF, simplification, and square root. And we will discuss exercise 5.10, question number 1 to question number 15. It is present on the textbook page number 1118 to 1119. And then we will discuss exercise 5.14, question number 1 to question number 14, and it is present on your textbook page number 131. Now, topics of today's class are define and explain LCM, define and explain square root. Means the two main topic of today's class is LCM and square root. LCM and square root, and then we will application of the formula of LCM for the given expression, and it will discuss in exercise 5.10. Now, the first topic, as we have discussed in previous slide, LCM. LCM, this is not new term for you. You are very well aware of this term, LCM. LCM stands for least common multiple. You are already studying LCM from class 3. So the first question is, what is least common multiple and or what is LCM? It is simply the smallest of the common multiple. Common multiple means first we will find the common multiple, and the least means smallest. The smallest of the common multiples means when you compare two factors, so the smallest common multiple is the least common multiple. LCM in algebraic expression. What is the LCM in algebraic expression? The LCM is made by multiplying all factors of the given algebraic expression. Note that common factors are used once only, and the one with the highest power is used. Okay, now to find the LCM of the given expression, we proceed as follows. First, find the factors of the given expression. Here we are discussing about two algebraic expression, or two algebraic expression are given. So the first step to find out the factors of both the expression first. The first step to find out the factor of both the expression. Then what you will do, you will multiply all factors. In a way, first you will find common factors from two factors, from the factors of the two expression. First you will find the common factor, then you will find the uncommon factor, then you will multiply the common factor together, and then you will find all uncommon factor together to get the product of common factor as well as the product of the non-common factors. Noting that common factor are used once only, and the one with the highest power is used. Now, this is example. Find the lowest common multiple of the expression x square minus 1 and x minus 1. Here are two expressions given in this question. First is x square minus 1 and other is x minus 1. So how you will factorize x square minus 1? It is very simple. We have done different method of factorization from exercise 5.1 to exercise 5.5. From these exercises, you have to pick up the method that which method will apply in this expression. So x square minus 1 will simplify by the difference of square method. This expression will further simplify by difference of square. So this become a square minus b square. 1's square remains 1. So here a is x and b is 1. So it becomes a minus b means x minus 1, and a plus b, that is x plus 1. So the factorized form of x square minus 1 is x minus 1 and x plus 1. And x minus 1, the second expression is x minus 1, and there is no simplification required in this because it's in very simplified form. There is no further factorization possible in this expression. So now identify the common factor. So here x minus 1, x minus 1, this both factor are common, so we'll write common factor once and then we will write the uncommon factor for the LCM. We now make the LCM by multiplying all factors included in the factoring of the given algebraic expression. Common factors are used once only and one with the highest power is used. So x minus 1 is the factor to both expression, means x minus 1 is common in both the factors and will there be used once, but we use x minus 1 only one time, and x plus 1 is a factor in the first expression and will therefore be used hence. So the LCM of x square minus 1 and x minus 1 is x minus 1, which is the common factor, and x plus 1, which is the uncommon factor. These two terms will combine to get the LCM of the question. Now move towards the next topic, that is least common multiple LCM of the polynomials. First of all, we find the factors of the given polynomial, then the product of common and the non-common factors of the polynomial is known as LCM of the given polynomials. If a polynomial is exactly divided by another polynomial, then the first polynomial is called the multiple of the second polynomial. Least common multiple LCM of polynomials. If a polynomial is exactly divisible by two or more polynomial, then it is called the common multiple of these polynomials. And the formula is LCM is equal to product of common factor multiplied by product of non-common factor. Again, I repeat the process. The step number 1, if two polynomials or two expression are given, first you will find the factors of both the expression first by applying any of the method you have used in previous exercises. Then you will find out the common factor. Then you will multiply all common factor together. Then you will identify the non-common factor. Then you will multiply all non-common factor together. Then for taking out the LCM, you will multiply the product of common factor with the product of non-common factors. Now, another formula, that is HCF multiplied by LCM is equals to first polynomial multiplied by second polynomial. Okay. Now, find the least common multiple. The first expression, the first term is 4x square y5 and 6x cube y square. So how you will factorize 4x square y5? Instead of 4, the factor of the 4 is 2 to the 4. It is very simple. Here is x squared, so write x 2 times here. And here is y5, so write 5 times y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the factorized form of term 1, that is 4x square y5, and other is 6x cube y square. So instead of 6, write 2 3 is a 6, x 3 times, and y square y 2 times. Okay, now write the factors, that is 2, 2, 3, and x 3 times and y 5 times. Now we have take the highest power, highest degree. So 2 times, 3 only one time, x, the highest degree of x is 3 here, and the highest degree of y is 5. Highest degree of 2 is 2 and highest degree of 3 is 1. So 2 2 is 4, 4 3 is 12, x3, y5. So the LCM of 4x square y5 and 6x cube y square is 12x3 y5. Exercise, now we're going to start exercise 5.10, and here the question is find the LCM of the given polynomial by factorization. And the question is 15a square x cube y square, 16a square x square y cube, and 12a square x cube y square. These are the three terms, and you have to find out the LCM of these three polynomials. Now first we will solve 15a square x cube y square. So instead of 15, what you will do, 3 5s are 15. The factorized form of 15 is 3 5s are 15. The 3 and 5 are the factors of 15. A square means write a 2 times. X cube means write x 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And here is y square. It means you have to write y 2 times. So these are the factors of 15a square x cube y square. And now the another polynomial is 16a square x square y cube. So when you will factorize 16, When you will factorize 16, you will get 2 4 times. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16. So instead of 16, you will write its factor like 2 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a square, so you will write a 2 times. X square, you will write x 2 times. And here is y cube, so you will write y 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now last polynomial, that is 12a square x cube y square. So when you factorize 12, this is the way you'll factorize 12. 2 6 are 12, 2 3s are 6, and 3 1s are 3. When you factorize 12, you will get 2 2 3. 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. So instead of 12, you will write the factors of 12, that is 2 2 3. Then a square, so you will write a 2 times. Then x cube, you will write x 3 times. And then y square. This is the first step, that you will factorize the given polynomial. This is the factorized form. Step number 1 is done. Now step number 2, identify the common factor. Identify the common factor. CF stands for common factor. So here the common elements are 2 2 3 a x 2 times and y 2 times. So these are the common factor. Now the next step, multiply all the common factor together to get the product of the common factor. So the product of common factor will become 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12 a square x square y square. Then uncommon factor, identify the uncommon factor from the factors you have already made. So the uncommon factor are 2 2 5 x and y. So the product of uncommon factor is 20xy. The product of uncommon factor is 20xy. Now it's time to find out the LCM. So the formula of LCM of the polynomial is product of common factor multiplied by product of non-common factor. So what is the product of common factor? We have discussed this in the previous slide. The product of the common factor is 12 a square x square y square. This value we will use in the next slide to find out the LCM. So the product of the common factor is 12 a square x square y square multiplied by product of common factor is already given here, that is 20xy, and for finding out the LCM we will multiply these two together to get the LCM. So 12 20s are 240 a square as it is, and then x square, here is x. So bases are same. What you will do, you will add up the powers. So here is 2, here is 1. So 2 plus 1, it becomes 3. And then y square, y2 and y1, 2 plus 1, y already become 3. When the bases are same, you already know that when the bases are same, you will add up the powers. So the LCM of the given polynomials is 240 a square x cube y cube. So this is the answer of the question. Now move towards the next question. Find the LCM of the following polynomials with the help of HCF. Again, the question is same, that you have to find out the LCM, but the process is totally different, because here the instruction is you have to find out the LCM by HCF method. Okay, and there the method is totally different, and the question is, this is question number 9 of exercise 5.10. And the question is 3x cube plus 9x square minus 84x. And the second polynomial is 4x4 minus 24x cube plus 32. So the first step, you will factorize both the polynomials one by one by using any of the method you have already learned in the previous exercises. So the expression number 1 is 3x cube plus 9x square minus 84. So which method you are going to apply to factorize this expression? So first take 3x as common element. Take 3x common and write the leftover element. When you take 3x common in first term, x square is remaining. When you take 3x common, so 3x remaining from the second term, and when you will take 3x common, so here the remaining element is minus 28. So we have done step number 1, that we take 3x common. If further factorization is possible, so you will factorize further. So here further factorization is possible. We will use middle term breaking method here to factorize it more. So 1 multiplied by minus 28. 1 minus 28 is minus 28, and you use minus factors of minus 28 to get plus 3. plus 7 and minus 4. When you will multiply plus 7 minus 4, you will get minus 28. And when you will add plus 7 minus 4, you will get plus 3. So these are the factors, middle term breaking. So now you will take common from these two, then common from these two. So when you'll take common from these two, you take x as common and write the remaining element x plus 7. And here when you take common, minus 4 as common element, and here the leftover element is x minus minus plus 7. Again, the last step of factorization of polynomial 1 is x plus 7. X plus 7 is common, so write 3x first, then x plus 7, then x minus 4. Then start factorization of second polynomial, that is 4x4 minus 24x cube plus 32. So how you will factorize it? You will factorize it first by taking common, that is 4x square, and then write the leftover elements, and the leftover element of term 1 is x square, and from the second term minus 6x is remaining, and from third term 3x square plus 8 is remaining. Now first common 4x square common, write this as it is, and then 8 ones are 8. So by using these factors of 8, you have to get minus 6. So plus minus 4 and minus 2. When you will multiply minus 4 with minus 2, you will get plus 8. And when you will minus 4 minus 2, when you add these minus 4 and minus 2, you will get minus 6. Now you will take common from first two and last two terms. So you will get x as a common element, and the remaining element is x minus 4 here. Then from last two term you will take minus 2 as common, and the remaining element is x minus 4. So see, x minus 4 come common. So take this term as common. So 4x4 is first common, then x minus 4 again is a common, and then write the leftover element, that is x minus 2. So this is the factorized form of polynomial 2. Now you may further factorize it x square. X square means write x 2 times. Why we will do this? To identify the HCF, highest common factor. So here the common factor is x minus 4. I will show you the previous slide that here x minus 4 is common, and in previous slide also x and x minus 4. 3 is not common, x plus 7 is not common, x and x minus 4 is the common factor, and it's also called the highest common factor, that is x and x minus 4. So by using, now we have done HCF. Here we have just done HCF, and the question is find out the LCM by HCF method. So the question is incomplete yet. So now by using this equation, that LCM multiplied by HCF is equals to first polynomial multiplied by second polynomial, we will get the LCM. So when you will find out the LCM, so LCM will remains here, HCF will change its side and become divided by first polynomial multiplied by second polynomial. Like this way, LCM is equals to first polynomial multiplied by second polynomial upon HCF. Now put the values. This is first polynomial, this is second polynomial, and HCF is x minus 4. Now we have already factorized this. We have already factorized both the polynomials. So instead of this, write their factors. So the factors of this is 3x, x plus 7, and x minus 4. And the factor of this second polynomial is 4x square, x minus 4, and x minus 2. Now cancel, simplify whatever. X minus 4 common, cancel them. X is common, cancel them. Then the remaining element, the denominator is now vanished, completely finished. Now the remaining element is 3, x plus 7, 4, x square, x minus 4, x minus 2. Now multiply the numerator all together. So when you will multiply this, so it becomes 3 4s are 12, x square, x minus 2, x minus 4, and x plus 7. Okay, so this is the LCM of the given polynomials by HCF method. So first we'll factorize them. First we'll factorize the first polynomial, then we factorize the second polynomial, then we will identify the HCF. Then by using this equation, we'll find the LCM. Okay. Now this is another question, question number 12. And question number 12, what we have to do, we have to find out the second polynomial. Okay, the first polynomial, we will donate first polynomial by letter A, capital letter A. So this is first polynomial, that is x square minus 5x minus 14, and then HCF, that is x minus 7. It is given in the question, and LCM also given in the question, that is x cube minus 10x square plus 11x plus 70. So we have discussed this equation in the previous slide also, that a first polynomial multiplied by b means second polynomial is equals to LCM into HCF. So we have to find out the second polynomial. So a will change its side and become divide. So now the equation will become b means second polynomial is equals to LCM multiplied by HCF upon the first polynomial. Now put the values. This is the value of LCM, this is the value of HCF, and this is the value of first polynomial. Now you have to simplify this equation by using any of the method you know. So the method that is applicable here means we will divide LCM by the second polynomial, and the LCM is x cube minus 10x square plus 11x plus 70 upon first polynomial, that is x square minus 5x minus 14. So by using the division method, we get x minus 5. We have already done division in previous classes. Okay, so by dividing these two factors, you will get x minus 5. So the second polynomial b, after dividing these two factors, you will get x minus 5, and x minus 7 is the HCF. So now what you will do for getting the second polynomial value, you will multiply these two together. So x into x, x square, x into minus 7, minus 7x, and then minus 5x and plus 5x, minus plus minus 5 into x minus 5x, minus minus will become plus 5 7s are 35. So the second polynomial is x square minus minus plus 7 plus 5 is 12x. Here 7 is greater, so we use the sign of the greater term, and then at last plus 35. So the second polynomial, the answer of this question and the value of second polynomial is x square minus 12x plus 35. Now square root. Now in this we are going to start exercise 5.14, and the main topic of exercise 5.14 is square root. Square root in mathematics, a square root of a number x is a number y such that y square is equals to x. In other words, a number y whose square, the result of multiplying number by itself, or y into y, is x. For example, plus 4 and minus 4 are the square root of 16, because when you will multiply plus 4 and plus 4, plus 4 multiply by plus 4, you will get plus 16. And when you will multiply minus 4 with minus 4, minus minus will become again plus. So when you will multiply minus 4 with minus 4, you will again get plus 16. Now, this is the example. Find the square root of 4a4 plus 8aq plus 8a square plus 4a plus 1. So what you will do, you have to simplify this. Now I am going to discuss the step of the question, means how you will solve this question. The question is, step number 1, first you will find out the square root of 4a4. So the square root of 4a4 is 2a square. The first step to find out the square root of 4a4, that is 2a square, which is the first term of the required square root. Then step number 2, the square root of the first term of the square root is subtracted from the given expression, and 8a cube plus 8a square plus 4a plus 1 is obtained as remainder. By adding 2a square to itself, 2a square, we obtained 4a square, which is the first term of the new divisor. Now apply this step. Now this is step number 3. We obtain 2a on dividing the first term 8a cube of the remainder by 4a square, which is the second term of the required square root. 2a is added to the first term of the required square root. We add 2a to the first term of the new divisor and obtained 4a square plus 2a. Step 4, the product is obtained by multiplying 4a4 plus 2a with 2a is subtracted from the remainder, so that the second remainder 4a square plus 4a plus 1 is obtained. On adding 2a to 4a square plus 2a, we have 4a square plus 4a and so on. Now we'll apply, means again I am repeating the step on the question. The question is 4a4 plus 8a cube plus 8a square plus 4a plus 1. So just consider here the first element, that is 4a4, and what is the square root of 4a4? The square root of 4a4 is 2a square. So write this 2a square means the square root of the first term on 3 places, 1, 2 and 3. And here you will add, when you will add 2a square with 2a square, you will get 4a4. Okay, and here you will multiply first. 2 2s are 4, and in multiplication you add up the power. So 2 plus 2 again become 4a4. So here you will subtract. Here you will subtract. So plus minus will cancel each other. So here the first element is 4a square, and here you cancel each other. Now what you will do, you will copy down all the remaining part of the given polynomial, that is 8a cube plus 8a square plus 4a plus 1. So here the first term is 8a cube. Now divide 8a cube with 4a square. Divide 8a cube with 4a square, you will get 2a. So write 2a 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now here add these two terms, 4a4, 4a square as it is, and when you add 2a with 2a, it becomes 4a. And here you will multiply 4 2s are 8a cube, 2 plus 1 3, and 2 2s are 4, 1 plus 1 2. Here you will add, here you will subtract. So before subtracting, you will change the sign. So plus will become minus, plus will become minus. So plus minus will cancel each other. Plus minus 8 minus 4 is 4a square plus 4a plus 1. Okay, this is step number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now step number 5, again we are repeating the steps. On dividing the first term 4a square of the second remainder by the first term 4a square of the third divisor, 1 is obtained, which is the third term of the required square root. This 1 is also added to the third divisor, and now the third divisor is 4a square plus 4a plus 1. This divisor is multiplied by 1, and on subtracting the product from the second remainder, 0 is obtained as the remainder. Hence the process is completed and the required square root is 2a square plus 2a plus 1. Again, this is the remainder. What you will do, you will divide this first term with this first term. 4a square, when divided by 4a square, you will get 1. So write 1 again 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Here add 4a square as it is, 4 as it is, 1 plus 1 will become 2. And here multiply here and write here. When 1 multiply by 4a square, you will get 4a square. When 1 will multiply by 4a, you'll get 4a. 1 ones are 1. Now before subtracting, we will change the sign. So plus minus will cancel each other, plus minus will cancel each other, plus minus will cancel each other. So the square root is 2a square plus 2a plus 1. Hope you'll get the process, all 5 steps. Now exercise 5.14, again this is question number 10, and here the question is, what should be added to x4 plus 4x cube plus 10x square plus 14x plus 7 to make it a perfect square? We solve this question again by square root method, because means this number or this expression is yet not the perfect square. So something is missing. So what should be added to this to make it a perfect square? So how we will do this? Whatever the remainder we get, we'll add this to make it a perfect square. Now this is the solution of this question. First consider the term number 1, that is x4. What is the square root of x4? The square root of x4 is x square. The square root of x4 is x square. So we write x squared 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and here In left hand side, add. When you add x square with x square, so one coefficient, 1 plus 1, 2x square. Okay, and then here write two terms together, that is 4x cube plus 10x square. Now what you will do, you will divide 4x cube with 2x square. When you will divide 4x cube with 2x square, you will get 2x, and whatever you get after dividing, you will write this term 3 times. You will get 2x, you will write 2x 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. Here in left hand side we add, so 2x square remains as it is, 2 plus 2x become 4x, and here we will multiply here and we write here. So 2 to the 4x cube and 2 to the 4x square. Now before subtracting we will change the sign, plus will become minus, plus will become minus. Okay, so plus minus will cancel each other, plus minus will cancel each other. No, this is plus 10 minus 4, plus minus minus, 10 minus 4 is 6x square, and then you will write the last two terms, that is plus 14x and plus 7. Now the last step, what you will do, you will divide 6x square with this first term, that is 2x square. So when you will divide 6x square with 2x square, you will get 3. X square cancel each other. 2 ones are 2, 2 3s are 6, you will get 3. So write 3 here and write plus 3 here. Also you may write plus 3 here. So now multiply this plus 3. So 3 2s are 6x square. 3 into 4x become 12x. 3 into 3 become 9. Okay, then what you will do, you will change the sign. Plus 9 will become minus 9, plus 12x will become minus 12x, and plus 6x square will become minus 6x square. So plus minus will cancel each other. Plus minus 14 minus 12 is 2x, and plus 7 and minus 9 is minus 2. So this is the remainder. This is not solved perfectly. This is the remainder, that is 2x minus 2. So how you will write the answer? You will write the answer by inversing the sign of the remainder. Means if this is plus 2x, this will become minus 2x. If this is minus 2, this it will become plus 2. So plus 2x and plus 2x will become minus 2x. Minus 2x and minus 2 will become plus 2. Minus 2x plus 2 should be added to the given expression to make it a perfect square. So this is a solution of question number 10 of exercise 5.14. Now move toward the next question, that is question number 11. Here the question is, for what value of p, means in the given expression a variable is used, that is p. So what is the value of p to make the given question a perfect square? Again, we start the same process, that is how the first term here is 4a4. First take square root of 4a4. The square root of 4a4 is 2a square. So we write this 2a square 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Here you add 2a square with 2a square, you will get 4a square. And here when you will subtract 2 into 2, 4a4, plus minus will cancel each other. Now write two terms together, that is 4a cube minus 3a square. So here the first term is 4a cube and here the first term is 4a square. So divide 4a cube with 4a square, you will get only a. So write this a 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. So when you multiply a with 4a square, you will get 4a cube, and you multiply a with a, you will get a square. So plus minus 4 plus minus cancel each other. Okay, and the inverse of plus is minus. Minus minus plus 3 plus 1 is 4a square, and write the remaining two terms, that is minus p and plus 1. Now at last what you will do, you will divide minus 4a square with 4a square. So plus minus 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 will remains in the answer. So we'll write minus 1 here and minus 1, and now we'll multiply this with minus 1. 4a square when multiplied by minus 1, you will get minus 4a square. When you will multiply this with minus 1, it becomes minus 2a. Okay, and then minus plus 1. Now what we will do, we'll change the sign. When you will change the sign, so The remaining element is minus PA and plus 2A. Minus PA and plus 2A. So the given expression is a perfect square, therefore remainder should be 0. So we'll equate the remainder by 0. Minus PA plus 2A is equals to 0. So PA will remain here and plus 2A will change its side and become minus 2A. Minus minus will cancel each other. A will also cancel each other. So P is equals to 2. So this is the answer of question number 11. Now, this is the home task of today's class, that solve and practice following question in your fair copies. And the question is exercise 5.10, question number 2, 3, 6, 8, 13 and 14. And exercise 5.14, question number 3, 6, 9, 10, 13 and 14. You have to do all these questions in your fair copy. Okay, students, take the screenshot of the home task. Now, thank you and Allah Hafiz.